Lexus GX 460. Yeah, dependable, quality, doesn't start. So we're gonna look at it today and see what's wrong with it. So journey along with us while we figure out what's wrong with my friend's car here. Somebody forgot maintenance, it looks like. This is one of those Panasonic batteries from the factory. And if you look here, you can see it hasn't been cared for very well. We got 12.2 volts, so we could have a starter problem. We could have other problems. We're gonna go ahead and check it out, find out what we got. All right, so we're gonna use I'm a big Schumacher fan. We're gonna use the BT battery tester 50. Basically, you put in the cold cranking amps into it, you hook it up. Go ahead and I'll go back over to you, and I already tested it, but basically you see these cables are pretty dirty. I'm gonna clean those, but I've got a feeling now it may just be the battery after all. We're gonna go ahead and test it. So we got 12.3 volts, which is definitely a little low. What you do then is you hit the enter belt on this, go down, run through. It's a standard battery. It's not a glass mat battery. So you just continue down, go to cold cranking amps. And I put it at 600 because that's the only rating I can find on it. So we're gonna test it at 600 and see. And now it's saying error. A minute ago it said the battery was weak, so let me try this again. But it did show the battery was weak. So we're gonna charge it, and then we're going to try again. I'm gonna try it for 590, see what it does, charging. Yeah, it says 153. So see, it's showing the battery is weak charge. It's only got 153 cold cramps. So there's cells in the battery. What probably happened was, by looking at the battery and how dirty it is, this Panasonic battery has little ports in it here that you have to put non-distilled water in it and keep these cells up, just like the old batteries. They use these Panasonics and these Lexuses on this particular model, and these have never been touched. So when she got this serviced or whatever, they never put water in it, so the battery's probably fried. So we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna put a charger on this, get it charged, jump it off, get it back to my house so we can take and test it again. I'm gonna make sure there's not a draw on this. I'm gonna do a few other things, test it to make sure there's nothing drawing the battery down or anything like that. Check the alternator out and everything once I get started. But we're gonna get the charger on now and we'll come back in a second. All right, ready? We got it hooked up to the DSR 125A. It's my portable battery charger. I'm a little frazzled this morning. Had to go get an extension cord from her neighbor because her extension cord was messed up. So I got it charging right now, and we'll stop it again. Start it, and she's charging. We're gonna let it charge on boost for a few, and then we're gonna give it an initial charge, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump it off. I want to get a charge on so we don't burn the alternator out by running it without the battery, down too much. And then we're gonna get to my house so we can do the rest of the diagnosis on it and finish it off. So we're gonna let it charge about 15-20 minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to do the rest of this. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this thing to boost, and we're gonna try to start it up. Ronnie, gonna go inside and try starting it. So she's gonna go ahead and we're gonna see about starting it. You need the key? Here's the key, right? There's a button. Here.
Where's the brake?
Down where the brake's at. All right. Okay, well, I couldn't get the thing unplugged. I was struggling with that. Damn thing wouldn't come unplugged. It was plugged on. It was turned on, so I wanted to get it unplugged. Sorry about that. We're going to check to make sure not the voltage regulator is working. Just take a simple voltmeter. Positive, negative, and we should have anywhere from 13.7 to 14.5, and that is charging. So the battery is pretty dead, so it is charging 14.2. So we know the alternator is working at least. I'll do a ripple test on it when I get to the house and a draw test, make sure there's nothing else going wrong with it. But we're gonna go ahead now and take it to my house where I can do some more work on diagnostics. Thanks. We're gonna take this battery out. Start with, take the ground cable off first. You wanna do that because If you touch anything afterwards, the ground cable is disconnected. I'm going to clean this up also. We'll undo that, put it to the side. You get a screwdriver to get that loosened up there a little bit. Yeah. Do that. All right. There we go, got it off. Didn't need a screwdriver after all. Pull that up, and we'll take that one off too. Sometimes you just take the front one off and then you just take the side, but this particular one, apparently you gotta undo the whole thing, so we will. All right, undo that. There. All right. They don't need to see me pull it out and put it in. I'll put it back in, and then we'll come back after I clean everything up, clean up the cables, and once I get all that done, then we'll finish the video. Batteries installed. I'm going to put some treatment on these here to keep them corroding. First thing I'm going to do, we checked everything. The last check, we're done. We got 13.7, 13.6, almost 13.7. So we know this battery I just got from AutoZone is fully charged. So the alternator's working fine. There doesn't seem to be any draw in the car at all, so I'm just going to put some protectant on the battery terminals here, and we're done. And simple battery change out. So their Lexus is done. I'll be back to her today.